money. President Trump is promising free federal money to all Americans. Again, we've seen this one before. It's a rerun. Yeah, it's like COVID all over again. Although this time he's saying it's because the federal government has taken in an enormous amount of revenues through tariffs. And so people should be getting a $2,000 stimulus check. Let me tell you just right off the top what I believe about this. We do deserve a stimulus in this nation. Here's how you should do it. You should cut taxes because the productive class, not the parasitic class, there's about 50% of the nation that is a parasitic class, including a ton of criminal aliens who receive welfare benefits, and they don't create anything. They don't make anything. They just take. The people who make are penalized for that by paying 50% of my taxes to people who could work but refuse to, just want to sit on their porch, smoke weed, play video games. That's it. I should not be penalized for being productive, but that's how this system works. Now, if you cut taxes, if you do a $2,000 tax cut or a $200,000 tax cut or a trillions of dollars of tax cuts, then that actually helps the American people who are productive. You should do that. And then if you're not paying taxes and if you're not paying into the system, then who cares? You're just a slob anyway. But then giving those people $2,000 extra dollars, no bueno for me. Okay, so I got that off my chest. Let's begin here, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder that if you cut taxes, if you cut the actual taxes of the productive class, they'll be even more productive. If you give unproductive people just a pile of money, they'll be even more unproductive. It'll be even less of an incentive to get off your ass and go work. Trump has vowed to give a $2,000 check to every American thanks to the tariff revenue that the administration collected. The president made an exciting announcement on Sunday morning, blasting those who hated the tariff strategy as fools. He said that the dividend of at least $2,000 would be paid to everyone, barring high-income people, although he did not say what the threshold would be. The president also generally lauded the state of the U.S., calling it the most respected country in the world, and says there's almost no inflation. That's true. Record stock market price. That's also true. Trump cited trillions of dollars of tariff income and said it would soon go to paying the country's enormous debt of $37 trillion. That should be, of course, the number one priority. They should pay off the debt, and then you can stimulate the economy by making sure that the productive class of the economy is able to be even more productive, but not by handing out checks to everyone, including people that are already on welfare and refuse to work. The U.S. collected $15 billion in tariff revenue between April and October, according to the committee responsible for federal budget. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said he expected to collect at least $500 billion tariff revenue per year. Okay. Scott Bessent, though, also saying that this, these stimulus could come in the form of many, many things, including tax cuts. Trump announces tariff stimmys. There we go. Here's the actual post. And it's exactly what I just read to you. Google, is we getting a second stimulus check? Is we getting a stimulus check? Is we getting extra unemployment? Just going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to leave it there. Is we getting food stamps? Is we getting food stamps from November? Is we getting a stimulus check meme? Well, maybe you could send stimulus checks in the form of memes. Robinhood and DraftKings executives hearing about the $2,000 stimulus check. Everyone is throwing down on the block. Get ready, using my $2,000 stimulus check for the down payment on a 50-year mortgage. Stay mad, haters. I don't want an effing stimulus check. That's right. Just a reminder that it took Congress 5 months to agree to a $600 stimulus check for Americans and 8 hours to send $13 billion to another country and give themselves a 21% pay raise. Trump announces $2,000 tariff dividends for America. Stimulus checks are back. How are we sending out stimulus checks when our national debt is skyrocketing? We shouldn't be doing that. We should be paying down our national debt. Yeah, it's like, far be it from me. It's not like I'm just like saying what the basic economics come out to be. That it's going to be far more stimulating for the economy to cut taxes and regulations and the debt burden on every American, but especially on the productive class, and to try and limit the amount of people actually on welfare by creating a stronger economy. there's more jobs, there's less incentive to be a slob and sit around. It's better. 90% chance that no tariff dividend is issued, despite rumors of a $2,000 airdrop. Everyone posting on this regarding the $2,000 tariff dividend stimulus check is already knee-deep in risk and assets, begging for their daddy to keep the music playing. The same people celebrating the $2,000 check are the same ones who celebrated multiple $1,200 stimulus checks and couldn't figure out why everything got so expensive. That's exactly right. These kind of things have major unintended consequences.
Careful with the stimmies and like 50-year mortgages. Like, let's not get into this using our government stimmies to pay our 50-year mortgages. I don't need more government involvement in my budget. I need less. I need none. I need you to take. Can we just stop income tax then instead of sending stimmies?
That's right.
Let's just stop income tax.
Correct. Just do that. Now, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is up saying that the $2,000 dividend check could come in the form of tax decreases. That would be very smart. That would benefit the people that are actually working and deserve, the people whose entire backs bear the weight of the economy. It could be no tax on tips, no overtime, no tax on Social Security, deductibility, and loans. So Scott Bessent is effectively saying, not going to happen. Trump announces American citizens will receive $2,000 stimulus checks. Traders. Correct. That's right. Tariff dividend coming to taxpayers. Thoughts. And the thoughts are generally not great, right? Like, don't do it. Politics of last resort. But anyway, I mean, the point is, it's Trump on. It's just Trump on Truth Social, right? So it's Trump, and he's already said this. He's already rolled this out like a number of times, that he's trying to figure out how to best give back the benefits of tariffs to the American people. And he's often sort of floated the idea of a stimulus for everyone.
President Trump calling on the U.S. an economic power today as he floats putting $200 billion in tariff profits into America's pockets in the form of $2,000 stimulus checks. Here's what he said to me about this topic back in September.
You talk about the hundreds of billions of dollars that have come in because of the tariffs. Would you consider, where's that money going to go? Would you consider giving it back to taxpayers while they wait for some of the things that you just talked about to kick in? Is that an option?
Politically, that's a nice thing to do, but you can do that and you can also pay down debt because we're talking about very big numbers.
So which do you like better?
Both, maybe. I mean, I could see both.
But we have $200 billion in debt, and we have $37 trillion. We have $200 billion in tariff revenue, and we have $37 billion in debt. The math just doesn't math, Like, obviously, I want to pay, I think it is critically important to pay down the debt, to force other countries to forgive our debt or whatever. But at this point, you're just playing with the margins. You have to do, complete and total reconsolidation. Just would that even pay the interest on the debt? Would that even service the interest on $37 trillion of debt? No way. Until that gets solved, then you have this massive hole in the side of the ship, and you're taking on water. You have to fix the hole first. You have to plug the hole. You have to fix the hole in the side of the ship before you rearrange the chairs on the deck. But nonetheless, I like the idea. Please do it in the form of first-time home buyer credits. Tax credits for people who are actually productive in this country. That's who you should be investing in. Just one man's opinion, not an economist. Just a dude trying to make it just like you. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.